looking for the Great Mujina Yokai.
Do you know where it lives?
Great Mujina Yokai?
Huh? You've never heard of it? It's a sneaky monster that goes around playing tricks on people. It's got magic powers. One time, the Great Mujina Yokai stole some rice from our house. And this
sounds like a very naughty little monster.
'Cause we finally found out how to chase it away.
My dad said that the Great Mujina Yokai likes to play tricks on people who so all we need to do is chase it away. Then we can come out.
This monster sounds scary, though. Aren't you guys afraid? Surely your parents must be worried about you.
Oh, not really. I told my dad that I was gonna find the Great Mujina Yokai with some friends. So we think it must be weak right now. It's probably hiding.
Yeah. So as long as we get home before it gets its strength back,
Something sounds very strange about all this. But Paimon can't say exactly what it is. Yeah, Paimon feels like the Great Mujina Yokai is one of those storybooks. We should tell them so they don't waste all their time. Look, oh, children, listen up. There's no need to go looking for...
Huh?
no way.
That's impossible.
Your folks are just worried about you is all. They don't want you wandering too...
That's not true. The Great Mujina... Yeah! Yoimiya's even making some weapons for us. And then she's...
Yoimiya, huh? Wait, as in...
We told her all about the Great Mujina Yokai. She said we shouldn't be scared of it. We should learn how to chase it away instead.
We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya said that today's the day. Yoimiya plays with us and tells us stories all the time.
But...
Come on, let's get out of here and go find Yoimiya.
Wait, hold on, don't go! They didn't seem to take that very well. But who knows what Yoimiya's got to do with this? Let's follow the...
I'll catch up. Cheer up, guys. Don't be so down. She was only joking back there. How could the Great But we've never seen it for ourselves. That's because the Great Mujina Yokai is extra powerful. And it's it's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. Even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then. No matter how powerful the Great Mujina Yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. It's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks. Got it! Thanks, Miss Yoimiya! Oh, yeah, hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to give it to your parents and tell them to keep it safe. Just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about. Okay, thank you, Yoimiya. We're gonna go back.
Thanks, Yoimiya. Come play.
Sure thing, will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later. So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. The Great Mujina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get...
Okay, but it definitely doesn't...
Yeah, the first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents had come up with. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks. And so, I guess now the kids' impression of the Great Mujina Yokai is mostly influenced...
So in a way, this monster is all a product of your creativity?
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes it. Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time, but they could have easily had other reasons too. If I just go ahead and tell them that the Great Mujina Yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's... Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If someone came up to me and started telling me to stop being so stupid, they don't exist. Nah, nah, nah. I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because it's just so annoying. Because maybe it doesn't matter so much if something's real or not. Maybe magic and awesomeness are what makes something worth believing. Why should someone else get to take that away from you? The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turned into our price. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and sacred swords that cut through dark. If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the Vision Hunt decree?
Yeah! Oh, way too early. For sure.
Whether you understood me or not, don't you worry. Okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara fireworks show.
Naganohara fireworks show? Is that hosted by your family?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the event. It's well known throughout Inazuma. Oh, on the subject? In that case, come with me to Naganohara. We'll go see my... Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about. A load of them have bad endings though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or, someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays, but I really can't bring myself to like them. If something's magical, it should be kept that way. Hey, Pups, I'm back.
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this way, kid.
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganohara Ryunosuke.
That can wait. Pups, I need to ask you about something.
A long...
Pops has started to... Sorry about this. Ever since Pops had his accident...
Really? But for a moment there, it almost seemed...
Much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials into dust...
Pops, wait!
Huh? What?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones from the day before?
No, Pops, I meant the materials. The materials that...
Ah, today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry.
No, Pops, the materials. The raw materials.
Sorry? Oh!
Yes! Sorry. Paimon got all excited because he finally got the message
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did...
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make them later.
Of course.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pop something. That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. He just listens cheerfully. When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to... Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But I still tell him,
Huh?
What? It just makes me happy to see him smile. And it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials still have...
Euemia? Is that you?
Oh, you scared me there! I thought I told you to be more careful before you speak.
Sorry.
Hold on. I'm coming over.
Kinibutat mo rin. Peso.
No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. Come around the side. We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all be in big trouble.
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, but when I heard you come back, I just...
Don't worry, Sakujiro. So far, at least, everything is going according to plan. We're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you, as promised.
Thank you for all your help.
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself in, the Tenryo Commission found him and put out a warrant for his arrest.
An arrest warrant?
Shh, keep it down. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If Sakujiro was caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him. Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous, but there aren't many other options left.
What if the boat capsizes? Drowning is really scary. If things are this bad, couldn't you have just not come back in the first place?
Well, there's something I felt I had to do. But as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I had made my mind up originally, but now I'm not sure anymore. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking me in.
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you've got that little piece of paper, you'll always be a valued customer of the Naganoharas.
Little piece of paper?
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, we always include a little paper slip with the goods. Only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks they ordered. If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased, whether it's 10 or even 100 years later.
Wow, that is so awesome.
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20 years ago. I would have thought that things would turn out the way they have.
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution, because it'd be much better if you could stay in Inazuma. Whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high and dry.
Thank you. This way, I still...
All right. Well, let's not stay out here in the open.
All right. I'll leave...
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit. Even though, speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
Even Even then, we only got through thanks to some help from Miss Haragich's.
I see. So you had big shots helping you. I guess that... I just wish the commissions could be... I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh? Well, no matter what, I'm sorry. I invited you to come watch the fireworks, but you don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework materials in the boat by myself, and then you can come meet me back at the house later. Oh, cool! Then let's start with Sakajiro's... Oh yeah! If it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
She saved me from drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Why do you look so excited?
Because... You said person, and not floating child, or mascot!
Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat coming along?
Yeah, it's, alright, I guess. I was questioned, though. Wait, should we really be talking about this in front of that?
Oh, don't worry, they're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me to...
Yeah, you could say we're all...
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious.
Huh? Why is it...
Because of the Sokoku decree, the Tenryo Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne...
I understand. I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for... Right, I'll go fetch the boat now.
Thank you. Oh, if it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything was made in strict accordance with what was on the pic...
Alright then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new friends get to...
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past. About the first time you ordered fireworks.
That's a long story, actually. Maybe I'll come back to that after moving the boat here.
Oh, right, yeah. Got...
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it for now and meet you...
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting the rest of the day away. I've been so busy with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment to stop and chat with... Of course, Pop's happy to listen to me chatter away, but because he can hardly hear any... And I'm doing it again, aren't I? What I meant to say was, I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sakajiro. I'll be fine. It's actually like this every year. There's always a bunch of extra orders to slot in. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another one. So,
what you're trying to say is...
Oh, I do! I really do! Being born into a family of fireworks makers, I feel like, what I really wanted to say was, don't worry about me. It'll all be fine. Sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, let's head to the city. I think I'll try my luck with some people that I know.
Question! Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
It can get uncomfortable, I guess, but what else would I be using my voice for?
Huh, you kinda have a point.
Please speak to President Sun.
Here we are.
Just as I planned.
Stop adding weird abilities to the characters.
Hello, Morihiko.
Yoi Mia. No need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks materials,
Huh? Really? How did you know?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place I've come to expect it now.
Oh, so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made? It's no trouble at all. Once when I had an argument with... I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya...
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more...
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around him. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come, even if it's not fireworks related. I'll happily oblige.
All right then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid you are. Go ahead and take the ore, by the way.
Oh, no you don't. That's out of...
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of...
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me.
I already said it's fine. Please.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it...
There's no... All right then. If you and pass on my regards to your dad.
Will do. You look after yourself as well.
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
You're not the first person to say that. In fact, some people, when that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a... But they don't always listen. So, anyway, we've got all the materials we need now, so that solves that. Next, we just need to go find someone to process.
Adding weird abilities to the characters.
How can I improve? Hajime, Mr. Aminoma, it's me.
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here for some...
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks show.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have quite...
No worry. Oh, wait, actually, how about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process...
That will depend on my master.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks show starts. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make, if I don't finish them on time.
Talkative as ever, I see, dear child. The essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged. If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed in disrupting his concentration.
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the corner.
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Huh? Master, you mean you'll do the work personally?
Is that so surprising? It is, after all, the only option.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event. This I know well. In addition to this, I am indebted to Ryunosuke for all the business he has given me. But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future. Do not rush everything at the last minute.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra materials in to cover any unexpected changes of plan late in the day.
Though for you, dear child, no matter how much you prepare in advance, it may never be enough. Excuse me. I will be back shortly.
Wow, Mr. Aminoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grains. It's beautiful. I'm at a loss for words. It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like your craft hasn't degraded one bit.
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life. They are impossible for me to forget.
So have a Paimon Art and Naganohara Fireworks been working together for a long time already?
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. The people, Hajime, in the future.
I know.
Alright, I won't bother you guys then. Okay, time to head off. Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him.
As long as Sensei is here, the dojo can be revitalized.
Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smooth.
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys. So, I wanted to... When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have a chance. You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma? Oh, sounds great! I heard they pretty much have no rules over there. My pops actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there. It was for...
Dawn Winery! Their dandelion wine is super fake.
Yes, that's the one! I remember when he drank it. I've never seen him enjoy a bottle. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
And we're looking for answers from the gods, too.
You were separated from your family because of a god? Oh, that must be really tough. I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, the advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to... let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. If you keep pressing...
Sometimes.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle. Even trying to have... An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way. Don't worry, though. I'm sure I can think of some way to get... And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave, who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home. I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I would...
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though. We don't want to raise...
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean, it must be super...
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality...
That's way too small.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can... Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm...
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. It's just I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like you're
I'm not the one you should be... To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger and there's...
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden.
Maybe it does. But I knew what I was getting into from the moment I agreed. My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, as long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out too.
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort.
Ah, so you're seasoned crooks already, eh? Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would...
Who's third sis?
Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same... They were a tightly knit group of friends. But eventually, it was inevitable that business would send them all to different...
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the elder...
They were all very ambitious types. After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever...
Yeah. No matter how close you and your friends are, there's always going to be some distance after... To us, those memories are eternal.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about...
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're... Anyway, I need to go update Sakajiro. See you, Koichi. Thanks again for your help.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught red-handed.
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid or held me once as a baby or something. But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do. You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me. I went bright red and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing. The boat is ready and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on the map.
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryo Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise, I won't cause you...
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problems, I'm sure I'd figure something out. But if the Tenryo Commission does catch up to you, then make a run for the boat.
Okay, I won't let them catch me. But...
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway?
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back, once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking, so I... Forget it. What does it matter now?
What a pity.
Talk to us about it. Maybe we could...
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible. The Tenryo Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous, there might be... Oh, that's right. That elderly couple, old customers of ours, their son's in the Tenryo Commission. That's it. I'll go talk to them.
Are you...
Oh, don't worry about that. All right. You should get back indoors. Okay, let's go. Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those material... Pops? Pops? No, never mind. I know. I'll write him a note telling him.
Him! Why did you cut Paimon off earlier?
Because what he needs isn't an answer. Just time.
isn't Yoimiya. Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this...
Before I...
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to... I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next...
Of course you will. You're both in great health.
We aren't as young as we... It used to be that I could spend all day working the... I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but...
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle it.
No, no, no. We can't be putting you to work when you're a guest. I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks. And
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up.
It's no trouble, really. We don't...
Oh, you're such good kids. As for mine, he's all... if you're quite sure it's no trouble...
Sure, it won't take us a moment. The oak folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid of the weeds first, and then deliver the pickled radish.
One day, I'll be as great as we
freeze!
Yeah, you got it! And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now. Hey, Satoru. How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed.
All thanks to the support of our loyal we sold some fireworks to Liyue a while back, and word is, they were a real...
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Like, if it gets too much, don't forget, you can always...
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is...
Oh, wow, thank you so much. But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff, and I couldn't get it.
Speaking of your family, how's everyone?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship.
Huh. They didn't seem that way to me. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us in Konda Village. You're all...
Thank you. Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
That was quick.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of...
Speaking of youth, do you know what?
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how...
50 years since what? Some...
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the days when...
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you...
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the knob. To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. Even as it was rising up into the sky. But then it exploded, the sky lit up. I looked back at her and saw... Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd...
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time, but 50 years of being together.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have...
Oh, no, it's quite all right. We always set off this. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days.
Aw, what a great...
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya,
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to talk about.
Sakujiro.
Huh? He was our boy's best friend. They were inseparable. They grew up, but one day, they had...
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful, but our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt... You know what children are like. They get terrible.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very... Eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or...
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke. But since it's Sakujiro...
What a strange coincidence.
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said, because of past... Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do.
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryo Commission, the other grows up to...
Well, no worries. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult.
Yes.
I think after all these years...
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
What's the hurry?
Welcome to Bonton Sangha Detective. We have you solved.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people from the Tenryo Commission came by.
Huh? Why? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do...
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because... But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew. Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window.
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough time to make his mind up. Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryo Commission will definitely be chasing after him. Good point. Names. Reading names. The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stowaway.
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't get a good look at them either. I wish I'd caught their names.
As it happens, I did. I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the... I think their leader's name was Keisuke. Just like you said.
Just as I thought. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two run... We can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's... It's Masazaka and his friends! Let's ask them. Hi, Yoimiya! Are the weapons to scare scare away the... Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You can go...
Aren't you gonna play with us, Yoimiya?
I'm sorry. I have something important to do right, but I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy. The one you guys... Yay! Also, I wanted to ask you guys something. Did you see a...
Yep, we did. It looked like they were chasing someone.
Are they trying to catch a monster too? No, don't worry. It's all just a big misunderstanding. Be good kids and stay out of trouble, all right? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play with you. We will. We'll be on our best beat. It looks like this is the right way. Let's get going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look! There are people from the Tenryu Commission over there! It must be them!
Sorry. Official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? Something.
Didn't you hear me? You're not getting past.
Ugh, what nonsense! Steady as stone. Fire hazard! Fuse is lit! I must leave no stone unturned. Fire hazard! Go Bishop down! Steady as stone.
How dare you impede the work of the Tenryu Commission? You will be punished for your actions. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the...
Look at that! The one with the loudest? We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated. You should have known that you stood no chance against...
I never imagined I'd fall into your hands. If this is to be my fate...
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryu Commission to await your sentence. The one who made this boat will also be punished.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this!
Hey, I know you. You're Naganohara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved in other people.
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
Then why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant? I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryu Commission. There was never, out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom.
What are you talking about? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. Seems to me like I can see it in your faces. You both...
Don't flatter yourself. What?
Yoimiya, leave it.
No, I won't leave it. I'm Keisuke. You seem to like settling things with a duel. If I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. No more running from... And the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke exact... If you don't say anything now...
And if you lose...
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro. And accept the Tenryu...
Yoimiya.
I accept. Let's settle...
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Yoka! Duels are supposed to be one-on-one! Alright, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
Leave it up to me. As a dutiful maid would.
I must withdraw. I must withdraw.
Be gone!
Oh, so sorry.
Sir, they are too strong. Stand down. What? I thought I told you to stay away. Yes, sir. Young lady, you are just as obstinate. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say?
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about. Then your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. And that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have not. Nobody sets off a firework to feel.
The reason I came back is that it wasn't that I'd changed my mind. I just felt that I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom. I was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I happened to hear about the Sakoku decree. I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from the outside world.
So that's why you came back? Out of...
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. I just felt that... I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit.
Life isn't easy. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. But now, my role is to punish violators of the Sakoku decree and confiscate people's... I do wonder. The boat is yours.
Huh?
I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I want to keep you...
What will you say to the higher-ups?
Don't worry about that. I'll handle it. If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from the outside world is long and complicated. I will lend you my help, but until then, you'll have to wait. And don't kick the bucket on the...
Don't worry, Keisuke. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Maybe next time. I'll be demoted for sure. It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. I can't It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here, citing the temporary contraband storage club. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along. It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully made up my mind, my act...
But I think you did the right thing. And look, now you've managed...
I understand now. Thank you. I didn't know you were quite so perceptive.
That's only because I know your parents so well.
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little loud and... By the way, Naganohara fireworks can...
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again.
Never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned that I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore. It'd be a shame.
Thank you very much.
No worries. And don't miss out on the start of the...
Yoimiya, the way you took command of that whole situation...
What can I say? I like to talk. If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. Sakujiro and... Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect... My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
I'll catch up.
Someone needs assistance.
Oh, it's... Keisuke.
So, Yumiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yumiya? Shh. Huh? Oh.
That was amazing. It was so beautiful. I didn't actually cry though, right? I just feel a bit remember that big one? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, Paimon-san!
That's what I wanted to hear. No matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships might lie ahead, I hope you'll always be able to look back fondly. I believe that as time goes by, this firework will... Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip. If you ever want to see that golden firework...
You know, Yumiya, you seem to turn into a completely different person during the...
Oh, I can hear you. I just have a habit of being silent while I'm quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky. You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, for Keisuke's parents, they commemorate. And for Keisuke and Sakujiro, they were... Oh, yeah, right!
As for me... to be honest...
Seriously?
Well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really... It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family. It's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and discovered fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the... But people's feelings don't just disappear. And it's those feelings that give fireworks their purpose. Also, consider this. If we didn't exist, their wishes would go... You know, I don't really think about complicated things like this, but I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
Inazuma is not such a bad place. Paimon having a pretty good time. But we should probably go and see about the next...
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
As usual, it's the first stop, Komori Tea House. Are you ready to head over?